we got Mike Tyson setting up to fight Anthony Joshua, the two-time champion, heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. First off, man, I don't know how I even think about like what I even think about this. I know this is gonna be just something that's just going on with the trend nowadays with the more social media fights. Like you had your Jake Pauls and people like that. You know, Floyd fighting these different guys and Jake Paul fighting Tyron Woodley and different things like that. So you had this social media era of boxing, and especially if you go like to the Triller side where you don't pick a winner. So every fight is a draw. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just one of those things that I get it. I understand it's going to bring people are going to still pay to watch this. Like, and that's the crazy part to me. You got people that are going to pay like this is probably going to bring in millions and millions of dollars. So you have people that watch it. So I can't totally be mad at the fighters for taking this fight, and I can't be mad at the platforms for setting up the fight because if somebody's going to pay for it, then it's a market for it. So, nevertheless, if this happens to be like a real physical fight, we all know what's going to happen, man. And I hate to see it. And now I think that's the biggest thing about me that I just don't like about just all these little random fights is because I don't want to see Mike Tyson fighting a two-time heavyweight champion now. Like I just don't, just because Mike is what in his 50s going on 60 or something like that. You facing somebody that's still in their 20s, early 30s. Like this has no choice. If that's what I'm saying. If this was a fight that was like they're really fighting, this has no choice but to end in complete casualty. You know, so it's one of those things. I get it, and I'm sure Anthony Joshua, he's just one of those guys. Like, all right, this is probably gonna be his biggest payday. On top of him putting Mike Tyson's name on his resume, like, oh yeah, I got in the ring with Mike. He's probably doing it for that. But as far as like, let's say he even wins this one, I don't even think you get bragging rights for it. Like if you come to the table and to Wilder or to any of these other guys in the heavyweight division and be like, oh yeah, well I fought Mike Tyson. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like you fought a 50-year-old, 60-year-old Mike Tyson. So like I said, it's I'm not mad at it because I'm sure they're not going to put Mike in a position for him to get severely hurt, and I'm sure they probably gave Joshua if this will come into fruition, they probably going to give Joshua um, just some rules and stuff like, hey, don't go too crazy. Try to treat it like a light sparring session or whatever. And I mean, you never know because Joshua may be treating it like that. Then you got somebody like Mike who treats sparring like he's in a real fight. So Joshua may be sparring with him and Tyson may be really fighting, you know. So this hopefully it doesn't end bad. I don't want it to end bad because I like Mike. Um, but regardless to which I believe out there, I actually like Anthony Joshua as well. I just think he don't fight the toughest fights. But I like Mike, and I don't want to see anything happen to our legends, man. I don't. It's just one of them things. It's like, come on, man. Like, why is he doing this? And I get it. Like, it's millions and millions of dollars, but I feel like that just shows you, like, all right, if some of our favorite athletes put themselves in a better position financially, they wouldn't be doing this type of stuff. You got a fighter in Mike Tyson who done made over 300, 400 million boxing. You know, this is before Floyd. And now he's, you know, getting these tools infused to fight. Now it's what it looks like to be a two-time heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? So it's just sad, but like I said, it's comedic value in it. Like you got, of course, if this happens to be on Triller, you know, you're gonna have a Snoop Dogg calling the fight. You're gonna have different guys like that calling. So it's just it's an element of comedy to it, and I get it, but it's kind of like I wonder where the real boxing purists lie at between this because you have the comedic element in this also. But then you have the purists who's like, all right, if things got serious, this could go really bad and we could lose a legend, you know what I'm saying, in front of our eyes. So I just want to see what y'all feel about that, man. Do y'all think that these type of fights should stop? Because I'll tell you something, like if you go look at any sport down the line, um, probably outside of golf and probably tennis or something like that, because you can play those sports however old, it really doesn't matter. And you can play all sports however old, but play these sports at a high level. So you got boxing to where it's literally physical abuse on the person that's on the other side of you. It shouldn't have to come down to this for guys to get paid. You don't see guys like Jordan playing LeBron in exhibition 101 to 21 matches. Like it's just certain things you don't see and you won't see, man. And I just hate that sometimes it comes down to this, but that's just what it is. That's the landscape of the world we're living in right now. I would say the landscape of the social media world we're living in, because trust me, as much as I'm saying this, I'm probably, even though I won't buy the fight, I will probably be around somewhere, someone who has the fight. Let me know what y'all think below. Like, comment, subscribe. We checking in and we checking out, man. Yes, sir.